I know it's been a wild ride. I've been flying all over the place, talking to some of the most cool people in the United States, I should say. I am going to be doing international travel, talking to even more people here before too long. I've got some cool things to share on that, but not just yet. Thank you for everybody, for all of your incredible support. It has been a wonderful time talking with all of you in the comment sections. I've loved your comments lately on some of our big videos that have gone super hot. You know the ones I'm talking about. Today, I want to address quiet, disorganized attachment style in women, right? This is a big thing that I see a lot in my coaching practice. A lot of you actually come in here. Many of you watch my YouTube channel. Hi, clients. I love you guys. You guys are great. I want to talk today about quiet, disorganized attachment style in women in a very specific way because many of you are dealing with this right now, and it's something you're only beginning to learn about. We're going to talk about the reason you're only beginning to learn about it and why you've been invisible to the field of psychology since its birth a long time ago, 150 years ago, right? Almost, just about. We're going to talk about that and about what you need to know so that you can begin building emotional safety in your relationships and overcoming that response, okay? Where's my quiet, disorganized girlies, and are you okay? 100%, Coco, exactly it. That's the game right there. Can we take care of each other and help each other feel safe? Thank you for being here, everybody. Let's get started. Quiet, disorganized attachment style. What is it? It is when, as a child, you learn that nothing you do is ever going to be good enough to create safety in your caregivers. You alternately want to go toward them and get safety, but you can't because they are the biggest source of your unsafety and your instability. So you want to run away from them and escape, but you can't because number one, you're a child and you can't run away from your family. And number two, even if you tried, they would pursue you. What this does is it fixes your brain in a set pattern of if I fight, it gets worse. They get mean. So I can't push back. I can't have boundaries. I can't say no. I can't yell and throw a tantrum. It gets so much worse. And I can't flee. So fight is gone. Flee. I can't run away. They chase me. And if I do try to run away from the one person I care about the most, I lose them. So that's not okay. I can't do that either. We go deeper into the limbic system, the fight or flight system. It's not just fight or flight. Fight, flight, fawn, approval seeking. I will make you feel good. Is this really live? Juin? Yes, it is. I will make you feel okay. I'll make you feel good. I'll make you feel happy. I will please you so that you don't hurt me. I will please you so that you don't be cruel to me. I'll please you so that everything's okay and you won't abandon me or attack or betray me. Fawning. But again, quiet, disorganized, you grew up with caregivers that couldn't manage that level of stability either. So when that goes sideways, when you can't please people hard enough, you can't fight, you can't run away, flee, you can't fawn, approval seek, and make them feel good, you go all the way down to freeze. This is the defining feature of quiet, disorganized attachment style is locked up. Vagus nerve just goes, done, we're done. It just tightens down. You have a full system shutdown. Broca's area, the speech center, often, not always, but often turns off. So you just can't speak, almost selective mutism, or you're frantically rambling, but it's not really coming out very well. You're just shut down. You freeze. You just go deep. Sometimes you dissociate from your own experience. You can almost have an out-of-body experience. It's just panic where you just lock up on the inside. It's that level of panic, okay? This is the problem. This is the issue. So, what do we do about this? Well, the thing that we do is we make sure, hold on, there we go, notifications on phone, sorry. What we do about this is learn how to build actual safety. First in your nervous system, then by understanding who we connect to, and then by understanding how we can build co-regulation with the right human beings. The problem is that your brain says, I live in a world of people who are all potential sociopaths. This is not you judging them. This is your brain saying, everyone around me is incredibly unstable. They will attack without provocation. Even if I'm kind to them, they'll still come after me. I can't run away fast enough because they'll chase me. I can't fight back because they're meaner than I am. I live in a world where I am constantly unsafe and constantly in danger. Now, this is the problem, okay? This is the problem, is your brain now has a bucket of humans that are all potential sociopaths. You have no way of differentiating healthy people from unhealthy people, safe people from unsafe people. So you need a metric first for who is trustworthy and who is not. We look at Kohlberg's morality scale as one example of this. The top 10% of people are the trustworthy ones you want to understand, you want to connect with, that level 6 morality. You can look that up, Kohlberg's morality scale, Kohlberg. Kohlberg's morality scale, I bring that into the work that I do and map out what it means when someone becomes level 4 trustworthy, okay? Do this with my coaching clients all the time, really common. But you have to have a differentiating factor. That also gives you the understanding of what the heck people want from you. What do people want from me is a massive question that quiet, disorganized people have from childhood, but have never been able to fully understand, because everything that they thought that people wanted from them was turned on its head when someone would go insane and lose their mind at them and scream at them. So they've never understood what the heck people want from them. What do you want from me? And is it, do I actually want to give it, is a big piece. What should my relationships look like? How should I be acting to attract the right people into my life? And then skill training, boundaries, conversations, phrases you can say. Most quiet, disorganized people, even when they come in their 50s or 60s, they've never learned the phrases for boundaries. Thank you, but I can't do that because it violates my goals or my ethics. I'm not going to be able to. Hey, you know what? I know you're asking me for that. I'm sorry, I don't have the capacity to provide that to you. I care about you, but I don't have that capacity. Being able to phrase it in that way and explain. Being able to step back and have a core group of people that your brain has differentiated. These are healthy non-sociopaths, and I feel safe here. And leaning into that experience, that bonding, that's also very crucial for you to be able to sit in that. Okay? Your nervous system begins to regulate. I have to teach nervous system regulation. Physical body techniques are your friend when you have quiet, disorganized attachment style. Okay? Quiet, disorganized attachment style, you must physically regulate your nervous system. You cannot mentally or emotionally regulate your nervous system. You have to understand that. Okay? You will never be able to think your way out of your stress. You must use your body techniques to be able to do that. Progressive muscle relaxation can be helped with that. Sensory things, somatic body experiences, a lot of physical techniques are really incredibly important here, okay? But understand that your nervous system is absolutely a massive priority. You have to learn that you can feel safe when you choose to. That's going to be crucial. Chat, I see you guys going hot over there. It's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I'd love to hear from you guys in chat. Give me a QD if you're quiet. If you think you're quiet, disorganized, QD. Let me know. If you don't know if you are, by the way, you can go take the test over on my website, adamlanesmith.com. It gives you disorganized in general. But I have all kinds of resources over there and guides and things like that for figuring that out if you want to know what your style is. QD, okay, QD, I see it. There we go. I see it, chat. There we go. Coco the Nut, Ren Somerset, Isis, LV4. I gotcha. A lot of QDs in here. Highly QD. Okay, Coco, I gotcha. That freeze response is the big thing, and that usually comes about when you don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want from me. I feel like you're going to hurt me or you're going to leave me. A lot of times the freeze response comes up even actually with good partners because you don't know what to say, so you're afraid you're going to accidentally lose them. I see that a lot. Okay? I see that a tremendous amount. A lot of QD in here. Okay, gotcha. Make sure you go back and watch my YouTube videos already. If you haven't already, Inside the Secret World of the Quiet Disorganized Woman. I have a lot of Quiet Disorganized Women videos on this channel over the last year. Just run Adam Lane Smith, Quiet Disorganized. You're going to see a bunch of them. Make sure you check out my podcast, I Wish You Knew. It's called I Wish You Knew Podcast. I have interviewed and done live coaching with quiet, disorganized women on the podcast. So you're going to see me working with them. You can pull some of the tips that I give to them. I give them a lot of homework, a lot of things to go do. You can pull that in and be like almost like a coaching session for you that way. Go check out the I Wish You Knew podcast and then look at the ones with the quiet, disorganized women that I've worked with in there. That will be really, really helpful. I got yelled at by my ex for freezing up. That is exactly the best response for somebody whose nervous system is in total, absolute shutdown. Scream at them for it. That's part of the problem is when a quiet, disorganized person freezes up. They don't look panicked like that usually. Instead, they look like this. Your brain actually disconnects and gives you a flat affect. Because when you were in childhood, if you looked too upset, your caregivers would get worse. So your brain has learned to just poker face. And I can tell when I'm in a coaching session with a quiet, disorganized person when we've really hit the mark because they're talking, they're listening, then their face just goes. And I know inside they're like riding the levels of panic and massively thinking. So I pause. I go, hey, I can see your face is turned off, right? That tells me there's something going on. What's going on? What are your thoughts? Maybe you need to ask me some questions. What's going on? And they go, well, and then they usually pause and they think of a question to ask because I coach them through asking more questions. So usually this is the place where you can ask questions. You have to be able to ask questions to then get the information you need. The quiet, disorganized brain is freezing because it's missing crucial information. What do I do? What do I say? How do I get out of this? How do I not hurt your feelings? How do I not get hurt? It doesn't know what to do, but here's the problem. I have 5 kids. I know that children ask a lot of questions. So you didn't stop asking questions just because. You stopped asking questions because questions were punished. You were punished for asking questions. You were punished for trying to ask questions and get information. And now as an adult, you think you have to guess constantly and always guess perfect without any information or any help. And that's what causes the freeze response. Your brain is running endless analysis, feels hopeless, and gives up. That's the freeze response. My dad was an alcoholic. He was my hero until he had his 3rd beer. Then he turned into a tyrant. There's the game. You make me feel loved and safe, except when you are the worst person in the world. That's quiet, disorganized. That's what breeds quiet, disorganized, right there. Right? I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can do. You're just going to hurt me. I can't get away. I can't stop you. I can't have boundaries. I can't even make you happy because you're irrational. I just have to freeze until the damage is done. I have to freeze until you sober up. So you freeze and you wait for people to sober up. It's quiet, disorganized. Quiet, disorganized. So what we need to do here is help you understand that asking questions is the right way to do it. MBR 42, good to see you in here. Very good to see you. I like to greet members in here as you guys come in and you support me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been freezing in meetings when people don't ask questions or make their expectations clear. It's so rough. Absolutely. One thing that you can be doing is saying, hey, I'd love to get a clear understanding of what your expectations are. Can you help me understand what targets I need to hit? Hey, you know what? Clear targets, measurable targets help me understand. Can you give me a couple of measurable KPIs, key performance indicators? Just help me understand what I need to be doing. I want to make sure I do this right, and having some numbers on deck really helped me a lot. So can you give me some measurable targets I need to make sure I hit? That right there, great way to ask. Okay, very good way to ask to be able to do that. Okay, things need to be obvious. They need to be stated. They need to be clear. That is the only way our nervous systems can calm down. If you have attachment issues, you need clarity even more because clarity brings safety. Clear expectations brings safety. Guessing brings fear and terror. Any place you're in your relationship, I'd love any quiet, disorganized person out there, or anyone with anxious tendencies, or even avoidant tendencies. Ask yourself this: where am I guessing in my relationship? If you're in a relationship now, or you were in one recently, where am I guessing? Or where was I guessing? Where was I guessing all the time? Where am I always guessing? Where am I never getting the information I need? Where am I most fearful? Where am I sitting there alone at night, circling in my brain at 3 o'clock in the morning, or I'm in the shower trying to figure it out? I'm constantly figuring, and I've never asked a question. Where am I guessing? Where am I guessing? Write those down, as many of them as you can. And then here's what you do. You go to your partner, or you get into your next relationship, and here's what you say. Hey, I have learned about myself that if I do a lot of guessing, it just drives me crazy, and I don't want that. I want to be really calm and really clear, and I also want to make sure you're getting what you need. So I have some questions on things that I usually am guessing on. Is it okay if I just ask you and you just tell me what you're needing or what you're expecting? This is a good test for the other person. If you're in a relationship with a human being who won't let you ask basic questions, especially about what they want, you probably should not be in that relationship. Just point blank, okay? That probably is not a good relationship for you, number one. And number two, if you find that you can't ask, maybe there's some trauma there you need to work on. Maybe you need some nervous system regulation. Maybe you don't know if you can trust this person or not yet. Maybe your brain's panicking, okay? You need to bring your nervous system down to a level where you can ask, and you need to make sure that the other person is a human being that you are allowed to ask. These are the pieces. If you can begin doing this, you can start filling gaps, which removes guessing, removes scared feelings, removes fear, removes panic, removes the freeze response. And now you can begin building a relationship that feels safe and settled to you. Very, very important. Extremely important. This is one of the most important features for Quiet Disorganized, is knowing that you're allowed to ask questions and that healthy people like it. That's the trick. You were punished, so you think people hate questions. The people that punished you hate questions, but healthy, securely attached, even moderately securely attached people who still have issues, they still love questions, because questions means you care and you're invested and you're interested, and questions means that they're going to get what they want. Really important to have questions be a normal thing in a relationship. Incredibly important. So, what you need to do is write down those areas where you are guessing in your relationship. Take that to your partner and ask them those questions, right? Hey, can I just get some clarity? This drives me crazy not knowing. Can you answer some things for me? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, clarity, peace. And then going forward, you've now set a precedent. So if you start panicking and feeling worried and afraid and guessing, you can say, hey, you know how when I don't know something, I start freaking out a little bit. Okay, I'm feeling that right now, and I'm going to tackle it head on. Can I ask you some very direct questions about the situation? Cool. What's happening here? What are your expectations here? What are you perceiving here? Is there a danger to any of us here, or is this actually a small priority thing? Oh, it's actually okay. I appreciate that. Okay. That helps me understand. I feel better. Thank you. Building more questions into the relationship is crucial. Now, I see some of you guys asking, what if I don't get the clarity? What if someone gets mad at me? What if I don't know what to do? What if they don't know what to do? You need to be aware that not every person on the planet is a good person to be in a relationship with. Sometimes people will attack you for asking questions. This often means they are not a good person to be in a relationship with. They are at what we call level 0 trust. This is not a person you probably want to interact with. Now, it's possible they could be triggered and activated. It's possible they could have nervous system issues themselves. It's possible they need to get calm and settled. I'm not saying throw them out immediately, but there's a very good chance that if you are nervously coming to them, asking for help, explaining that this is going to help you feel calm and safe, and asking some very clear questions about their desires and expectations, if they attack you for that, bad sign. Now, they might get a little stiff and nervous about being asked things. Avoidant people in particular, they kind of pull back. Even quiet, disorganized people, they kind of pull back. Like, what are you going to use this information for? Why is someone asking about my feelings? No one's ever cared about me before. They pull back. Giving them context that it helps me feel safe often is a way to help them open up. Maybe they don't know how to articulate yet. Maybe you guys can learn together how to articulate the needs and desires they have. I help people all the time interpret partner things and then go back to their partner and articulate differently. but only when your partner's wanting to work with you, when they're willing to at all, right? Willingness in your partner is required here. If they want to stay at a brutal, controlling level, not going to be workable, right? But keep working on it. It might be a skill and articulation that neither of you has ever articulated before about your desires and goals, but keep working at it. Learn more language. I have plenty of videos here on this channel about stuff like this. My coaches can teach you, right? My courses can teach you. There's so many ways to learn this language. It's all there. These are learnable skills, but you have to learn how to articulate these things and get these questions out there. And then you need to make it very clear that this is required for a relationship. If the person is going to hurt you for asking questions, you may need to leave this relationship. If they're just confused because you can't articulate, learn the language of emotions and needs. I have plenty of videos on that. I train my group coaching on that. I train my clients on that. Come to us. We'll help you. We'll just show you what to do for the rest of your life. We'll just teach you, but learn the articulation skills and then work with them on that, right? Learn to make feelings measurable. Learn what needs you have and how to speak them. Build a capacity-based negotiation, not a transaction, a negotiation in good faith where you're mutually fulfilled. This is an important component of the relationship. All of this, though, is tests to see if you can even work together in the relationship. Incredibly important that you do this, okay? Can you be my life coach? Me and my whole team. I have a whole team of coaches that I've trained in these methodologies, you guys, because I just don't have enough time to help every person on the planet. I wish I did. I have a whole team available. If you guys don't want help, AdamLaneSmith.com. We're here to help. We work with quiet, disorganized, and every other attachment style, right? I discovered quiet, disorganized. I'm the one who named it because it was invisible for 150 years of psychology. It is now visible. We see you, and we're here to help. So if you need help, let us know. We're here to assist. We can train you. We are here. Come in when you need us. Okay, come in and let's have these conversations. AdamLaneSmith.com or email us support@AdamLaneSmith.com. We are all here to assist. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to see you guys again very, very soon. I'll be back next week with more live streams. I got a lot of good stuff planned, you guys. In the meantime, go check out my podcast, I Wish You Knew, the I Wish You Knew podcast. Watch me coaching quiet, disorganized women live over there and sharing these things with them and giving them homework to do and exact first steps. Go watch those videos. Maybe they'll be helpful for you in your life. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. I will see you again very soon.